in what I hope will be a short video, I'm going to try to teach you how to protect yourself. In the eventuality that you're feeling very low, you're feeling very depressed, suddenly a weird mood came over you and you don't know what's happening. You could be under a psychic attack, somebody might have put an evil eye on you, or maybe you're just surrounded by toxic people and you're wondering how can you actually make yourself feel better, lighter, and more in touch with spirituality, the divine, and the light within you during this period. Especially if you're in a situation where you have to be quarantined with toxic people, here are some of the tips. Practical, I try to make them as practical as I can so that you can defend yourself. The first tip, how you can protect yourself very easily, very cheaply: salt. Yeah, iodized sea salt. I got this from the supermarket. It's the equivalent of, I think, $1 or $1.50, maybe like 80p if you're from Britain. So it's very, very cheap. You can purchase iodized sea salt, fine sea salt. It's really important that it's iodized, not just simple sea salt, core sea salt. Get one that is iodized. It has a special ionic charge, and when you use it on your body, like I'm going to describe in a second, it definitely shifts your energy around. So what you can do with it is you can sprinkle a bit into a loofah or like a sponge, and then you put some shower gel on it. So you get some shower gel and you also get the salt. You sprinkle these on a loofah or on your sponge, and then you scrub your whole body, and then you put warm water, let it wash all over you. This will give you an instant lift, I guarantee you, and protect you from a number of psychic attacks. Hear me out. I've been a person that I've been psychically attacked all my entire life, ever since I was a baby up until the present moment. I have a very strong Pluto and Scorpio in the first house. A lot of people wished me harm throughout my life just because they didn't like my face or they didn't like my energy. So these are tips I've been using on myself and they've been working wonders. Okay, guys, so I'm not leading you into any like stray situations. Get some iodized sea salt very cheaply from the supermarket. And as I said, sprinkle it on your sponge, take a shower. It's going to be an instant mood lifter. Another thing you can do with iodized sea salt, you can sprinkle a very fine strand around your windows and around your doors, right? So in front of your doors. You can either put it inside of your home or on the outside where you have your mat, if you have a doormat, for example. It will not attract bugs, so don't be worried about that. It's actually really safe. I've been using it in my flat for a month and it's been wonderful. Especially if you're empathetic and highly sensitive like I am, you'll instantly feel a shield of protection around you, okay? There is a reason why, Jesus walked on salt water. There is a reason why salt is super predominantly used in the Bible, okay? Salt and salt water is divine, is holy. It's genuinely protecting us. Definitely use it outside of your body as a natural scrub, as a detoxifier, and as an energy shifter, and use it around your windows and your doors to protect your environment. Tip number 2, music. Instant energy shifter, okay? Try to listen to calming music. You can listen to tantric, chakra aligning music. You can listen to your favorite alternative rock bands. I suggest using music that has positive messages. It doesn't have to have words necessarily, but it just needs to have a positive, calming rhythm. You can listen to classical songs like U2, With or Without You, or Coldplay, Yellow, I don't know, Adele, whatever you want to listen to, but choose something that is quite positive. This is excellent. You can just put put music on your laptop or on your phone, put your plugs in and detune out completely. It will instantly shift your energy. It's even better if you can move around a little bit. So try to do some funny dancing by yourself in your flat, or if you are surrounded by other people, just try to move a little bit. Movement is fantastic because, again, it shifts your energy around. It doesn't just keep it still, blocked in one element. Dancing and moving around is also a great cure against hangovers. So if you drank too much at a party, or if you're out somewhere and you feel like throwing up, so the best thing you can do is dance and sweat the alcohol out, okay? That's another trick that I've learned, trust me, from very harsh experiences in my teenage years, okay? So again, music shifts the energy around and it raises your vibration, it enhances your vibration, okay? You can even listen to hard rock metal bands, it doesn't matter. You can play some Lordy or whatever, some Marilyn Manson. That's fine. As long as it's something that somehow makes you feel better, has meaning towards you, okay? But try not to listen to downers for too long, because they can really make you feel like it's you against the world, and we don't want to be in that yucky vibration. Another thing, meditation. I'm gonna make a separate video on how to meditate. I'm gonna give you some tips on how I meditate. Every person can do it differently. There is a common misconception out there that meditation needs to involve you being in a yogic position, very concentrated, and thinking about how you can stop your mind from thinking. Bullshit. I'm here to tell you that is not what meditation is. That is like the higher octave of meditation. When you reach such a state that you're able to not only be aware of all of your thoughts and feelings and bodily sensations, but you're able to control them like the Matrix. That is fantastic if you're able to do this, but this is like yogic master level, okay? Don't start with the topest things. Break it down to manageable things. The first step with meditation, sit still. You just need to sit still. If you're having a panic attack, if you're feeling like, you're hyperventilating, you're watching the news at the moment and you're thinking, oh my God, what is happening? Sit in one place still. Try not to move. This is the first step in meditation. Try not to move. The second step, focus on your breathing, okay? Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. At the beginning, you'll notice that you're breathing quite... But then the more you focus on your breath, the more it's gonna go slower, okay? So it's gonna be like... Okay? And try to guide your breath from your throat to your belly, okay? That's the most important thing. So the first step, sit still. Second step, focus on your breath. And third step, focus on driving your breath from your throat to your belly. The deeper you inhale and exhale, the more relaxed you will start to feel. You'll feel like your jaw is unclenching. You feel like your shoulders are slightly feeling more relaxed and are able to just be lowered. If your hair is tied in a kind of constricting situation, feel free to let it loose. That's another way. And maybe even massage your head, like your crown chakra stimulated, okay? Feel free to move your neck around. The most important thing about meditation is not only that it focuses on prana, right, on our breath, on the energetic flow through our body, because that's the best way through which energy enters our body and goes out, through our breath, through air, right, the substance of life itself. And with the coronavirus at the moment, we're noticing how precious it is to breathe, right? How precious and important it is to breathe and to focus on correct breathing. It's not only about that, it's also about getting you in tune with your body. That is so important. So we tend to spin out of control because we're too much in our minds, we're too much in the head, too much in the ego, too much in the mental kind of way of understanding reality. The best way to calm yourself is to go back into your body, go back into the senses. And the first gateway to that is focus on your breath and sitting still. Passivity, Libra energy, Venus energy. Excellent, works wonders. So just focus on that. Focus on getting your body still and concentrated. Imagine that your core, so the center of your body, is like this really tough armor. But try not to constrict it too much. Just imagine as if you can rely on your body. You can just rest within your body. You are safe within your body, no matter what happens in the external world. That is the most important thing. Come back into your body. Meditation reminds us of that. The stronger you are, the still you are. You're like a Jedi master, right? Because we know that in martial arts, the best way in which you can control energy is not if you retaliate and you go towards it, but if you allow it to come towards you and you sit still, perfectly still, and just meet it at its own speed. Turn it back upon itself. Jedi master tricks. The best way to protect yourself, especially by changing your environment, is to get an incense burner, yeah, and to get some incense. And there are specific types of incense that can help you. Try to go for clear incense. Don't go for the 7 chakra, rainbow, love incense, or other things like that. Go for basic ones. Sandalwood, rose, ginger, sage. There are some really wonderful Indian ones. I'm not going to try to pronounce the names because I'm terrible. I don't know any Indian. I'm so sorry, my Indian viewers. You're just very sweet. Maybe you can teach me some Indian words or let me know about some of the Indian incense that you're using. I know that incense imported from India is handmade and it's one of the best qualities around. So if you're lucky to live in India and have access to this incense, great, get it. use it around your house. It's super protective. The ones I've been using the most are sandalwood, musk, and rose. Rose is especially protective against evil spirits and against any kind of issues. So again, incense can help you with the act of breathing, and it can help you with the act of clearing the energy away. How do you know if the incense is working and it's actually clearing the energy around? Well, when you get a stick and you put it on your incense holder, let me just show you for those of you that are initiates in this, completely beginners. So you take a stick, you put it in your holder, yeah? And then when you light it up, I don't think I have a lighter around here, but it doesn't matter. When you light it up and the incense burns, usually when the energy is kind of in flux, you'll get to see that it coils like this and it burns kind of crazily. But when the energy is clear, it burns into a straight column. This is a clear indication that you are protected, that the energy around you is upwards, it's flowing without interruptions, okay? There is a clear connection between what is above, so below. Okay, essential oils. So I'm gonna show you what I do. I love to have my own protective spray. I just got this dosing kind of contraption from Sephora. It was very cheap. It was in a pack with other 3 things, and I like to make my own essential oil based tinctures. I get this thing. I open it up, right? I use filtered water. I filter my water because in my region water is very strange. So I filter my water and I use filtered water. I fill it up almost to the brim, and then I just use essential oils. So I have here a collection of about 4 to 5 essential oils that I like to use. Usually when you get psychic attacks, people are sending insects your way. So you would get cockroaches, you would get moths, you would get ants, or you would get mosquitoes, right? So one of the first thing that a person would want to, that wishes badly on you, they would actually think, you know, like send them a pest of a certain type of insect. So what you can do is you can use lemongrass, lemon, lime, and orange oils to get rid of cockroaches. This is fantastic. Let's move back to psychic attacks. So if you're feeling low, if you're feeling terrible, how can you like protect yourself? Even if you're in a period when you're like maybe pregnant or in love, a lot of people feel very jealous and envious of people that have all this beautiful positive energy around them. So to protect yourself, you can spray a little bit of this homemade spray, just like this, over your head, to like a mist, to just protect yourself basically. So what I do is I use juniper berry. Juniper berry is fantastic. Any kind of like pine, cedar, cypress kind of base oil protects you very, very well. So juniper berry, they are also antibacterial. Okay, so especially eucalyptus oil is super antibacterial. You can clean and mop the floor with it. I like to put hot water and my floor mop in the hot water, and then I like to put some eucalyptus or basil oil. Basil is great for prosperity. It also has antibacterial, antifungal properties, okay? Eucalyptus is also antiviral, so it's excellent for helping you breathe again. It's part of, do you know that Vicks Vapor Rub kind of medicine? Yeah, it's based on eucalyptus as well. So again, highly concentrated, powerful stuff. You can use eucalyptus, you can use cypress oil as well. You could use cedarwood atlas, okay? And of course basil, as I said, but basil is more about prosperity and dragging good luck into your life. And of course you can use lemon and orange. Be careful with lemon, orange, lime. Citrus-based oils are highly flammable. So don't sprinkle them on you and then just go out into the sun. You could get like a really awful rash. Sprinkle the lemon, oil, orange around the house, and use the pine-based cedarwood, cypress, eucalyptus, tea tree oil, kind of frankincense, myrrh, sandalwood-based oils. Put them in your wonderful spray, okay? So once you put them in the spray, you will see that the oil is separated on the top, and this is the water. Mine is a little bit colored at the moment because I put some lemon oil, like some lemon juice in it as well. Have to shake it quite powerfully because the oil and the water separate, and just to blend them very briefly, and then there you go. Wow, you smell like a Norwegian forest. Honestly, it's fantastic. The smell is so fresh and wonderful. So then you can just go out of the house and you're protected. Another tip, you should eat wholesome, nourishing things just in the period when you're not feeling very good. I'm not saying all the time, okay? You don't have to be an eating saint all the time. That requires a lot of skill and effort, and why should you punish yourself by eating only good things all the time? You can also have some sinful moments of eating, right? We all love chips, we all love ice cream, I'm sure that, and sweets and all sorts of things. But during the period when you're feeling very low, when you have black magic done onto you, try to eat, you can eat carbs because they ground you, they center you, but try to eat a lot of leafy greens and also a lot of fruits. Fruits are great for raising your vibration. Stay away from alcohol, stay away from smoke or tobacco, and stay away from weed, because these definitely lower your energy and they make you more vulnerable to psychic attacks. You can definitely start reusing them once you feel stronger and once, the spell has been put to rest. But usually, in general, try not to abuse these things, because they tend to not only make you addicted, but they also lower your aura. You can indulge in alcohol, you can indulge in tobacco, but up to a certain limit. Do it with moderation, okay guys? Another thing, very easily how you can shift your energy. This is the first thing that I do. I comb my hair and I go and I take a shower. I take a shower or a bubble bath with salt, or I put some crystals in it. I can show you the crystals. Clear crystal. Clear crystal is excellent for just clearing your energy. Clear crystal, right? Smoky quartz as well for clearing negativity. It's so gorgeous. These are two crystals that you can actually put in the bathtub and they won't dissolve. But be careful with the other two protective ones. So you can use black obsidian. Black obsidian looks like this. It's black with a slight tinge. A lot of the crystals are made in the Earth's magma, right? But obsidian especially is made when water meets lava. So it's fantastic stone for combining the two energies. And also we have black tourmaline. However, be careful with black tourmaline. It dissolves in water, okay? It's water soluble. So don't put it in your bathtub, hanging around your neck. Wear it as jewelry. Be also careful with it that you don't drop it on the floor. It is very soft, you guys, okay? So be careful. You can maybe use it as some sort of geode or put it on your table, someplace safe, if you don't want to carry it around. If you don't want to bathe with these crystals, you can put them around your pillow, either underneath your pillow or underneath your bed. And in this way, you will be protected while you sleep. We are very vulnerable to psychic attacks and to curses and spells when we sleep because we are unconscious. Underneath your bed, there is a world of protection that you can put it. If you're lucky enough to have a bed that kind of has an empty space underneath it, you can put crystals. You can put a circle of salt. A circle of salt is really important. That is a circle because that means the protection is locked in within that energetic space. You can even try to decorate that circle with protective symbolism such as an ankh or the Eye of Ra or a pentagram, or you can put a cross underneath it. Whatever it is that you believe in, whatever you feel, whatever symbol you feel most drawn to, maybe it's the Om, right? The sound of the universe. So do that, and then maybe do it in salt, or maybe put some crystals around it. This is witchy primer 101, okay? But it's lightworker witchiness, it's white witchiness. It's not at all negative witchiness. I'm actually here trying to teach you as a white witch how to dispel black witch attacks, or like dark witch attacks. I don't want to call them black because I feel like it's a bit racist. So just dark witch attack. It can be from any person of any skin color. A dark witch can be even a man, So, but I guess in that case, technically they will be a warlock. Nah, they're a witch as well. This is the fun part of the video. I'm going to teach you some spells from my spell book. Here it is, full disclosure. Let's just see some protection spells that I say. You could do, for example, a cleansing chant. So as you sprinkle salt around the house, as you burn some sage or some palo santo, that's another thing I forgot to say. You can burn sage and palo santo and just move it around the house, around your windows, around your bed, around all of the places where you spend your activity or where you think that, lower energy entities can attach much quicker. So you can say this cleansing chant as you're saging and, burning incense and putting salt around your house. Cleanse the space, remove the past. I found my happiness at long last. Fill the space with joy and love. Send down blessings from above. So that's one cleansing chant that you could use. You can also repeat several times as you are actually doing the things I said earlier. Let the magic in the spell clear the space in which I dwell. So mote it be, or it is done, or now. You need to end it on something that brings it towards the present, okay? Or you can even thank one of your guiding spirits. You can pray. Praying is super fantastic in this situation. And one prayer, for example, to Archangel Raphael, usually protector of the homes, is the following. I accept the white light of protection, cocooning myself, my loved ones, my family, and include anyone that you wish, for the highest good of all. What you should do following this is you should move a bit. You should stretch maybe, or maybe you should like go like this, okay? Or shift your place. It's really important that you shift your place whenever you're trying to do a spell like that. Try to think of everything that you put in your house as important elementals. For example, bringing the elements together, you can consider that incense represents air, a bowl of salt is a symbol of earth, a candle represents fire, and a cup represents water. So use these elements according to your birth chart as well. Whether you have a lot of, water in your chart, then you maybe need more fire and earth to just ground you, so that there is a balance. There is a balanced flow of chi in your household. Chi basically means energy. What you can do as well, if somebody cursed you, you can bless yourself. This is super important. So the more blessed you are, the more blessed you feel, the more you're going to counteract the negative curse. So what you can say is, every cell in my body is healed. The past is over. My inner being is filled with light and love. I allow my rebirth now. Okay, so you're basically putting yourself through a tiny phoenix moment, right? You're shedding the old and you're getting in with the new. If you have nightmares when you wake up, because sometimes black magic and curses can give you nightmares, you wake up and the first thing that you should do, usually it's advised that you take a pinch of salt and you throw it over your shoulder, and then you just say, if it came with the night, it goes with the night. Okay, it's super important that you delimitate, all right? You control energy. You are such a powerful manifester. And I'm going to end with this because I feel like I will give you some more spells in some other videos. But you are a powerful manifester. You are a co-creator. You and God, or you and spirit, create reality. God helps us, but at the same time, we have something magical called free will. God, spirits, angels, positive beings, negative beings cannot intervene if we don't ask them, if we don't allow them. If we give them permission to intervene, more or less directly, then they will intervene. The more our thoughts are positive, the more we connect with divine beings. The more our thoughts are negative, the more we're going to attract what we want to see manifest. Chaos, destruction, envy, jealousy, possession, all sorts of horrible things, right? So be very mindful of that, okay? So if you protect yourself with the words that you say to yourself, if you think that you're a good, kind person, that you're blessed, that you're protected, that you're loved, that you're surrounded by good people, then all of this thing is gonna just increase your light and make you shine brighter. And whatever shines brighter, whatever is positive, just like the sun, beams everything away. Overall, these are some very quick practical tips to help protect you if you're in a situation where you're living with toxic people, or you're trying to get rid of toxic people, and you're just wanting to shift your energy really quickly and make yourself feel better. I hope these help. I'm gonna come back with some more spells and incantations and other things I've been doing. If you're interested in this kind of content, I'm more than happy to supply you with this kind of like practical witchy knowledge. I love you so much. I'll see you in my next one. Mwah.